Okay, hello everyone, and thank you for coming back to Deb Chanel's 48's World. And we're here, Eastern Standard Time, 3:45 on Mother's Day, May 13th, 2018. Yes, I had to take a few minutes off from the tube to go and eat my Mother's Day dinner. We have potato salad, cornbread, um, collard greens, my honey baked ham I had. Oh, it was so good. I'm going to go back for seconds, okay? Green peas, and then we had this Napoleon ice cream by Mayfield. I didn't eat that yet, and I don't know if y'all know about Edmonds. They bake cupcakes, cakes. They're mostly found in the grocery store. Any grocery store I would think. But I frequently visit Kroger, Ingles, sometimes Publix, depending on what I need over there. Because I don't too much care for Publix; they're too high. I mean, Kroger's high too, but there's like a different kind of high. Seems like you buying generic stuff. It's high over there. But it's called Edmonds, and it's called Louisiana Crunch Cake or something like that. Oh my God, it is so good. I thought they had bought Sara Lee cake. Well, we put the strawberries and stuff on it, and we have that sometimes. But it's a little different, and I liked it, the taste. We'll be going back for some of that later on today. Yeah, so I'm kind of slow now. I'm full, and I'm getting sleepy. My daughter already sleepy, but I went to my bedroom to get something out, and she had a little bag for me, y'all. This is my little bag, my Mother's Day gift. And she know I am a real personable person. I like well thought out stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't like just give me any old thing. Ain't got no love to it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm one of those touchy feely type person. And I love to have stuff to hang around my bedroom or around the house. You know. So she got me this little plaque where it stands up. I can put it on my what do you call it? I can put it in my office where I am now and on my stand. And it's a little plaque. It says this. I love these little things too. It says, I love you so much, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. Best mom in the world. So, yeah. Got that. And got a card. And I got this thermal thing that I like too. I had asked her to get me one. She wouldn't get it for me when I wanted it, but I guess she was waiting for Mother's Day. So a little cup says best mom ever. So I'm trying to drink a lot of water because that's what my doctor said I need to be drinking. But ginger ale is my favorite love. And I've been drinking a lot of that. But ginger is good for you. It does a lot. Takes nausea down to a minimum. Takes away heartburn. I think it has some cures for ailments when it comes to arthritic pain. Just it's when I find myself not drinking the ginger ale, I find myself, I may partake of some other kind of what do you call it, beverage or whatnot. Sometimes I drink orange soda or strawberry or something to that nature. But I tend to like to drink ginger ale every day. And, I'm not calling myself, you know, I found a cure for every ailment or achiness or cold related things or having flu symptoms. You take this, that, or third, you won't have it. But I hadn't had the flu. And I'm going to say the only consistent thing that I have been taking is Tylenol every day because, I do suffer from arthritis and drinking ginger ale. And it definitely has got me over a lot of cold-like symptoms that wanted to look like it wanted to turn into the flu. But those were the two constant things that I always drink religiously, which is ginger ale, as well as taking a Tylenol every other day, if not every day. Okay, but I love my little thermos, best mom ever. And she got me a card, and she's so special with her cards, y'all. Look at that, ain't that pretty? I think she gets her cards from her dad because he used to give me nice birthday cards and Mother's Day cards and just because cards when we were together. But it reads, to a wonderful mother. From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for always supporting, listening, and understanding me. Thank you for being you. Ooh, and that's special. I'm so grateful to have you in my life. Happy Mother's Day. Kisses, kisses, love you, Bunny. Now, I always call her my Easter Bunny because she was born on March 31st in 91. It was Easter. So she's always known as my Easter Bunny. Okay. Oh, she touches my heart so much. Love the girl. Give my life for her, you know. That's my baby, you know, baby girl. Love her, love her, love her. I tell you, you become a mother and you understand what mother is. Uh, it's just unexplainable, I tell you. The joy that these kids give us. You know, they tug on our heartstrings, whether they're doing the right thing that we taught them to do or whether they're doing something totally opposite of what we told them to do. But it's wonderful to be a mother. It's very uh let me see the lack of words. It's very religious to me as well as very profound. Because like I said, I don't seek to be her friend, her confidant, none of that. I'm her mother. Meaning that's just so much more than being her friend. You know, it's almost up there like being up there with God in a sense, because you're having to have to say, I'm going to be for this person regardless, through their bad times, their good times, whatever times. I got this person. And it takes a strong person and a strong demeanor to mean it and actually do it to the day you die. And like I said, I ride for that child. I ride for wholeheartedly. We are like four flat tires together. Um, and I appreciate her being my daughter and the Lord giving me the opportunity to be a mother. Um, it's a gracious, merciful type of feeling that you get when you put stuff out there that's good and it comes back tenfold. Because she's always surprising me with little things here and there, you know, just because or whatnot. And she's always there when I'm having my low points. And it's just a good feeling, good feeling. So I love Mother's Day, but for me, Mother is a Mother's Day that's every day. You know, I try to be the best person I can be for her to emulate and for her to model herself after. I always, you know, say keep character in check. You know, if you say you're gonna do something, do it. If you can't do it, go back and tell that person why you can't do it, even if it have to be delayed. Always put your best foot forward, and you know you're gonna be stomped on, trampled on, dogged out, talked about. But it's just the process. You know, you get into something very, very pivotal and promising and joyful. So I always remember that people tend to, you know, dog you or not have your best interest at heart. It's because you're getting to something more outstanding and more relevant to a higher degree that they don't want you to get to, but they know you're getting to it. So those are Satan followers. So blessings to my daughter, blessings to all mothers out there who can share the things that I have had a chance to share with my daughter for 27 years because she's just 27. She's given me so much joy. I'm not saying motherhood is all that. I'm not saying it's a one happy basket all the time, but it is something that you have to give out of yourself. You know, you have to put self in the back to be able to say you're going to do for this person. And if you're not one of them people that want to replace yourself, or you're not ready to give up your space and let somebody else have it and you be there for them, you know, 24/7, then it's not good to have children. You know, keep on developing you. And, you know, some people are not meant to be children. I mean, meant to be children, Lord, have meant to be mothers. They're meant to be mother figures or help somebody else raise a child or mentor a child. You know, it's different levels. So always know you before you sit up there and say you want to take on something else of that magnitude, being called mother. Okay? So that's enough said with that because Mother's Day is every day, like I said. I just want to share those little things my daughter, or big little things she gave me for Mother's Day. This stuff will stay in my office. And you know, I'm going to take that cup to work. I think if I drop this cup, it'll be okay because it's aluminum. But she did good about that. I just gotta wash it out and stuff. But yeah, I love it. I put my name on it because you don't never know. I know many more people don't probably got the same product that I may work with. And I ain't want nobody to take my cup. You know what I'm saying? That my child about me. Or it's gonna be a misunderstanding. Okay? For the negative, for the negative. God forgive me though. Okay, let's move on to this Braxton's Family Values, season 6, episode 8. Okay, we are going in with the idea of Tamar and Tawanda takes on Tony's wedding. Tracy celebrates her son's baby shower. Tracy receives devastating news about her upcoming tour with her sisters and fears they are to blame. Okay. All that enough said, we're going into the scene. They're back in Baltimore, Maryland. Tracy and Tawanda and Trina are out planning a baby shower with a baby expert or a baby planner. They go to the shop. It seems like a shop that is a flower shop, or maybe they do flowers and the whole kit and caboodle. I don't know, but they're in there and the ladies are asking them. The event planners are asking them, what type of scene do you want? What are you envisioning for your baby shower for your son? And I'll be looking at them quite awkwardly myself because I'll be like, okay, where's the mom? The mom to be? Where's the father? Why is Nana here? Meaning Duchess. Why is she here? But they were professional. They ain't asked all those questions, and they already told them what they could do for them, and they said they was going to go get some things, set in place so they can view them. But they're going to start with some game activities that they can do during the baby shower, which we didn't see when the baby shower was actually going on. But like I said, they might have showed it, but they cut it or edited it out because it really wasn't drama filled, and it really wasn't gonna display something that was gonna keep up the numbers. I guess I don't know how to be editing stuff. For me, I would try to keep in every emotional part, not necessarily giving you all the rah rah, cat fight going on. But then I guess that wouldn't be drama. You guys wouldn't tune in. But that's why I guess I do what I do and they do what they do. But anyway, they're there, they're playing this one game where, and I have had experienced this game before, but it wasn't at a baby shower. It was at well, to tell you the truth, I don't know why they did it that way, but we were at work and sometimes we work later hours than normal, depending on the fluctuation of goods we need to get out. Uh, they had some baby shower type game, but we were just playing it one day, and it was everything to do with a baby. And it was like on a tic tac toe. One tic tac toe was like on a bingo setting card, where you had to once they called out something, you had to see if you had it on your card, and then once you got it like straight in a row, diagonal, or whatever, you win. So we played that, but we played this game also where they had filled the little baby bottles up with apple juice, and you had to see who could chug up the apple juice faster. But we got cheaters and we got out of the box type thinkers. They didn't say the rule was to just suck it, until you suck every drop out of the bottle. They just said who can drink the bottle of apple juice fast enough. So, when the women or the women and men that were playing at the time got finished or they got tired of sucking on the bottle, one of them just took the bottle and unscrewed it and drunk it and said, here. And I was like, that was just really thinking out the box because the rules weren't like you had to suck on the nipple and make sure everything was out. They just said you had to drink out, drink the stuff out the bottle the fastest. So, like I said, if you're not used to, in the sex world, giving head or whatnot, oral transactions, how Trina like to say, you can't. Your mouth really gets kind of like tired, and your jaws kind of lock up. So if you're not used to doing that type of practicing every day, you can't do it. So that's what the person got tired, and they just unscrewed and drunk it, and they end up winning because they really didn't have no clear set rules. But when Tracy and them was at this particular venue and they were testing out the games, because they only really showed us one game. It was like the one I just explained that we played at my job. And but the idea was for you to, see how fast you can suck it out. So she did say that, which was different from how we played it, or the rules were set up when we played it at my job. And Trina was the one, which is Trina is considered the party girl. She knows how to do all these things, and she had oral transactions in her past seasons in on Braxton Family Values when she was calling herself not yet completely divorced, I think, from her recent husband. Um, but she was giving oral transactions to somebody in her group because she did have a band or a group she was working with when she was still trying to do her little thing in the music industry. But she grew up because she knew she didn't have that much talent like Tony possesses in the music industry, and she decided that she was tired of that particular scene. It really wasn't for her anymore. It's not really something she wanted to do far as longevity. She got the opportunity to be on tour, to make music, to cut her own solo or have her own solo projects where she sung her own music. And she saw what it took, and she just got tired. So she went and took all her revenue that she did develop throughout the years and put it towards a bar called Bar Chicks, and it seems to be doing real well. And she's loving it, and she's trying other ventures so to make her money for her and her family. So I thought that was interesting and ideal. You don't always want to do a certain thing unless you just incredibly love it, and it's not work to you, and you can't think of doing anything else. That's like a person that becomes a doctor or a lawyer or a preacher, you know what I'm saying? It's just more solidified. This is where I need to be, and this is where I'm going to continue to be on that. Those are the ones that are very career oriented, and they know with all shadow of a doubt they don't want to do anything else. This is what they were built for. So I would say that would be fitting for Tony because she knows she's always wanted to sing, and she's a great singer, great performer. This, that, and the third. But I got off track a little bit because we were just talking about some sipping of some bottles, wasn't we? But anyway, Tracy didn't win. She didn't come close to it. And you would thought, with all her sexual activity with her 20-year-old guy of marriage, not man. He's a man, he's not a boy. But her 20 years of marriage, you would have thought she would have been the winner. And of course, Tawanda wasn't trying to do none of it anyway, so she must don't give and dab too much in the oral transaction type procedure. But like I said, Trina was the party girl. She got it done. And I was like, okay, where's her prize? Okay. But they all got tickled. And I enjoyed that scene of them coming together, trying to find games to play at Tracy's soon to be daughter-in-law. Hopefully he will marry her. But I don't know how things, progress with these young folk. But yeah, that was a good scene. Then we have Tracy tells the ladies that she's going to tell mommy about dad wanting to bring Wanda, which is their dad's new wife, the wife that he fooled around on his children's mother on, which is the whole dynamics is crazy. But with time, everything heals, or it kind of assimilates itself into being what it is. And we as grown people have to understand, recognize, and we just have to go with it. Because he enjoys being, their dad, Evelyn's ex-husband, love being in the girl's life. And the girls want their dad in their life, so it's more fitting that Eb has a change of heart and at least give their children their dad when they're having family get-togethers, even if they have to bring, the other woman involved. I mean, my whole thing is just have a conversation with the lady. Cuss the lady out off camera now. Have a conversation between you both, get your feelings out, and just let have. And so y'all all can just be able to be one. And we don't have to be stuck with this type of storyline. And if you can't, then stop bringing Miss Wanda around. She don't need no camera time. You know, show us when he's out with her and y'all are going to the city. Or well, I think Tracy stays in the same city. Michael and Tracy does still stay in Maryland. So have lunch with your dad or whatever, and this, that, and the third to give him time to spend with you all, or have scenes where if y'all have to film with him, y'all take it to Maryland and y'all specifically go out to a restaurant or whatnot, and that's the way it's done. Because I understand. Don't get an ex-wife no shine, give her no paycheck, no nothing. She don't need to eat off your table when she already done took your man. Okay, that's enough in itself. All right, we don't need to be giving her no more money, and we don't need to be putting no money in the daddy's pocket either. Unless it has to be that way. All right. So I don't know if he's getting paid just by being on the show or not. Otherwise, I'd be like, no, he don't need to be, coming up here and getting no kind of money. All right, I need that money, but that's just me. That's how I get down. But it just is what it is. Okay. Then the girls was like, Trina was basically the only one saying, we got to come to, we're going into another generation here. We don't need to have all this infighting in the family. We all just need to be able to break bread, move on and just learn from our past bad decisions. Okay. And then we move on from there. We got Trina when, okay, I told y'all that Tamar and Tawanda are at a venue to interview or help Tony interview wedding planners. And of course, wait a minute. Tamar still feeling some kind of way. She wants to have a bling, bling, bling type wedding because she thinks Bird's man got all this money, and money is no object. They just want to be seen, not heard, just be seen for the cameras and, have a good time, look good. And, Tamar just wanted blinging out. I didn't know Tawanda was a wild child, but from how Tracy and Trina talks about Tawanda, she want to have strippers there. She want to get it all popping, like really a thug type person. So I was like, what? Where Trina come swing up? I thought she was always the level-headed one, the mommy, the daddy when she had to be. But Andre seems to be a good father. He's always, in his children's lives. They love him, and right now he's more the caregiver to them than she is because she's living her life that she felt she didn't have a chance to live because she had children early. So she's doing a lot of things that she wanted to do, like acting and, traveling, this, that, and the third, and, just doing her. So Andre was cool with it. I think she's paying Andre a salary to be the caregiver while she's doing everything she wants to do now. They fine with it. I'm cool with it, whatever. But it was just funny to hear that they're saying Tawanda's more like Trina on the wild side, like strippers, like drinking, like poet hell. We already know the sisters like to drink. It don't have to be any kind of occasion. It could be morning, noon, or night. They got to have a cocktail in their hand. So I find that a little bit odd, that they do have to partake of the spirits that much. But hey, whatever. Just as long as they don't come out of their demeanor where it's provoking them to do bad things or be seen in a bad light. So if you can hold your liquor, if your body can take it, your liver can take it, okay, fine, do you. So it was more so of a situation like that. So like I said, Tony was showing up late as usual, and this is her thing, right? So they go to one event planner first. He's an Asian guy. He's talking about, oh, my weddings will be this and that. I've had weddings for these people, these celebrities, and they've always come out fabulous. And just talking, just blowing wind up their behinds is what he was doing. Because even I didn't catch it, or I didn't really feel his essence on he could do anything. I want to say, show me your portfolio. And who was that again? Can you give me references? I would have been all like that. But he was just like trying to sell his suaveness. And I'm like, the suit he had on, I'm like, seemed like it was a clown suit. It was something back in the 70s during the disco era. So I'm like, no, brother, man, you got to come up a little bit better than what you showing me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Tamar going to ask, have you ever thrown a thug wedding? I said, Lord, she trying to call Birdman a thug on live television. Well, not live television, but recorded television. But it's a show that pretty much urban people look at, black people really do look at. And I'm sure you catch other ethnicities as well as other races that like to tune in to all black cast show. It was just fun. I was like, Tamar, Tamar, Tamar. She said a thug wedding, but then you want the thugs to be blinged out. Really, Tamar? So Tony quickly jumped in there and said, this ain't gonna be no thug type wedding. We ain't finna do all that. No, mine's gonna be class and not trash. You know, she was going on and on, and Tawanda was just like laughing, like, yep, that's something Tony would and Tamar would say. Okay. Then we got to the second young lady. Well, no, we went to the first. Let's stay back up. The first one, he was asking her what kind of wedding she wanted to throw, this, that, and third. And Tony said she wanted a Gatsby type 1920s setting wedding. You know, where they, back in the 1920s and 30s, they always dress sharp. You didn't see them in no jeans and all this casual stuff. Women always wore dresses, even though they would shoot short bobtail type skirts and dresses, they were still cute. And the men were always polished with, if they weren't seen in a full three-breasted suit or, what do you call it, slacks and a shirt with some suspenders on. They knew how to dress back then in the day. So I guess she wished she was back in that era. And I was like, oh, Tony, 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 Tony. But anyway, that's what she said. She wanted a Gatsby type wedding. And he's like, okay, we can do that. And then we can like put, as the wedding goes on and it gets later on in the evening, we can have strippers. I said, mm-mm. And Tony said, the only person that Birdman is going to be stripping is for her. She the only female. And I said, oh, yeah, you the only female because he like men. So, no, he would not like seeing a woman pop out the cake. Don't know why he's asking you to marry him when he get down with men. So I'm like, that's the kind of life you want to live now, Tony? Knowing your man kiss on other men and yet you're supposed to be heterosexual where you only want a man. I mean, I don't understand the dynamics, but then maybe that's just me. You know, I don't know. I'm just peeping game here. Anyway, we're gonna move on. Then we had the second yeah, wedding event planner come in, and she's a little young girl. You can tell she's kind of hungry for a celebrity type wedding because Tony is up there in the celebrity status. You would call her. I wouldn't call her a legend because she's not old enough to be considered a legend. Not to me, because a legend is like when you don't hit your late 60s, 70s, then we got to pay homage to you because you still your old music still kicking. We got younger generations still listening to your music and still kicking. Hey, Sean. And that was just something there. I showed off my Mother's Day stuff. Yes, I did. She don't woke up, y'all. I don't know why she went to sleep because she don't have a good night rest. But I'm gonna be taking her place in a few minutes. It's gonna be my last taping for the day, I believe, because I don't tape about 4 different sessions, and I'm getting kind of tired myself. I may come back if I find the story about Marlo and Candy trying to do some stuff, uh, trying to start her own reality show with Marlo being the star. I don't still know how that's gonna come out, but I have some questions and I want to talk about it. But that's neither here nor there. Now let's get back to the Braxtons. Like I said, the young lady come in and Tony said she wearing leather. Who she finna plan a wedding for? Guns and Roses. I like see that's that side stuff I'm talking about. That Tony be doing. She be throwing shade. Be throwing shade at people, knowing, this person might see this. They might see this airing because they're wanting their friends to see, yes, I had a little event planning appointment with Tony Braxton. You know, the Tony Braxton, the one that said, break my heart. That one. And she see how you talked about a Tony, Tony, Tony. Tony, you are so shady. Okay? You are so shady. But anyway, moving on from there, she don't choose her basically because she was just pacifying her, maybe because she was young. But then they had did some editing they had cut out and they were just showing it like through commercials. But Tony was like, no, get rid of her. She had went out the door, but she was like talking behind the little event planner's back to her sister Tawanda. And like, see, Tony, see how unclassy you are, but you want to say you want to have something class and not trash. Your whole demeanor by talking about this young lady on TV, behind her back and making all these ugly expressions, that's trashy type behavior, Tony. You don't do that, And you know they're gonna show it because it's good. It's made for drama, and it's made for us to critique you, get on you, and say that was the wrong move, Tony. You're supposed to be the legend, or you're supposed to be honorary, you know, a legend, and you know how to treat people and just that and third. But look what you're doing. Look what you're doing. So I had to call you out on Tony. I had to call you out on that, Tony. That wasn't professional. That wasn't even being a human being. You wasn't respecting that girl. You should have been respecting that young lady and her talents. And if you didn't like her, you should say, you could have lied and say, I'm, reviewing other or interviewing other applications of event planners. If I choose to go with you, I'll follow back up with you. But right now, I think I want to look further. You could have said that, or you could have said, you could have told her the truth. You really wasn't feeling her nice planning that she did for other people, but you don't think she can handle this caliber of event planning that you would like. Okay, that you could have did it a whole another way than how you were showing yourself behind the scenes, and then they showed us clips. -1, Tony. -1. Okay. Then we move on from there. We have the third wedding planner comes in, and she's none other than Mindy Weiss. She is the celebrities, the cream of the crop, the guru of event planning. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, why you just didn't call her from the beginning? If you didn't want to get a job of the wedding planning to your sister Tamar and Tawana. And it seemed like Tawana wanted to be bothered with it because she knew it was going to be a huge undertaking. And she knew her level of doing stuff. It wasn't going to be on that level. She knew she couldn't handle it. So she said, nah, we're going to get somebody that know what they're doing. And then if they don't know you personally because they're trying to do something a little extra for you, then they can get my advice, my critique on how you would probably look at stuff. Yeah. Okay. And Tamar, she's sitting over there on the side. She ain't really talked to the second wedding planner. And she couldn't say nothing to the third one because, hey, this woman done been solidified. She has and was dropping names too before Tony had said, I know you don't have to drop no name. No, you did that for her. You did that for her in your personal confession taping. All right. But like I said, she wasn't tooting her own horn. But hey, if you know who she is, she's had a television program, she's done her stuff, you know who she is. And she's gonna come with a big fat uh bill for you to make sure you know who she is and how she gets down. Okay. So I'm like, Tony, Tony, Tony. You showing all of this and you still owe taxes. That -3, Tony. -3. I don't know when you'll get in the positive with me because right now with your family dynamics, how they're going, how you treat Tracy, how you did on season, well not this season, but 7 episode, shady, 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 shady. I don't even see how y'all still sisters. How y'all been treating Trace. I mean, it's ridiculous. But anyway, and you're the oldest, Tony. But like I said, the wedding planner, Mindy Weiss, of course, she's going to choose her. I don't know where Tony going to get the money from to come off and pay this lady. I guess Birdman going to take care of it. But hell, We TV might be paying for it. She might not even be paying nothing. So that, they tend to put in a little money here and there because I'm sure it's going to be broadcasted when y'all do get married. It may be something like Andy Cohen did for Candy when it came to her wedding, or Nene, or even Cynthia. So I'm sure they're gonna give you a budget. WeTV will give you a budget to put on what they're gonna pay for your wedding. So you ain't gonna be coming out that much. Then Birdman's gonna handle his little due. This is gonna be what it is, okay? So anyway, she chooses Mindy Weiss, of course. They go through details, this, that, and the third. And of course, Tamar's looking stupid. She ain't saying nothing. She's upset, brewing, steaming inside. But what can she do? She don't have those credentials. She don't have that woman money. And Mindy Weiss ain't even really a celebrity. See what I'm saying? But she's put on that platform because she deals with a lot of celebrities. You see? Okay, then we have Tracy tells her mama about daddy wanting to bring Wanda. And Miss Ed was like, I don't care. She can come. It's family event, whatever. See, I'm like, these girls are worried about what their mama gonna say, and their mama already solidified in who she is. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ain't nothing gonna rock her boat. All right, yeah, bring her on. All right, it's my family, but she's married into the family, so I guess I'd give her some rights, okay, to be here. I'll put up with her, but only for a set amount of hours, okay, and then I might have to bounce, okay. But I was glad Miss L turned the tricks on Tracy and the rest of her children, thinking she was going to thinking any different than what the women wanted her to be, and to come around to being, so they didn't have any bad interactions on these parties they're planning here. Okay, then we got Tony's meeting again with her wedding planner with Tawanda. They're talking over some things, I guess. I don't know why they could have kept that whole scene out. But we already see that Birdman got Tony wrapped around his finger. It ain't the other way around. And I really hate to see that, because it should be 50-50. But Tony should know her man. Birdman don't look like the type that he want to sit and talk about girl stuff or women stuff. Even though he kisses on men, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't seem like he is the man in relationship. He's not the woman in the relationship. If he was in a what do you call it, same sex partner relationship, it's still like he would want to be the man of the relationship, and the other man would have to be the woman. You know what I'm saying? So Tony gonna say, what kind of, well, Mandy Weiss was talking about the food category and this, that, and the third, and what Birdman would like, and it seemed like Tony know Tony's future husband more than she knows the man she's planning to marry. Her best friend, her many years of knowing this guy and the family, just loving him and stuff. It don't seem like you know too much, Tony. Don't seem like you know too much. But Tawanda went on and said, no, I think it's something me, you, Tamar, and Mama should handle. And Trina and Trace, if they want to get involved. Birdman don't want to come to all that stuff. He just like, whatever, I'm good, just as long as y'all got fried chicken and y'all got me some macaroni and cheese. I said, damn, he want to have a cookout. He want to have a Sunday dinner thing going on. What the hell is going on with y'all? Y'all don't know what Birdman want to party. He want to have the formalities set aside, and then he wanted to turn into a gin and juice type situation with the bopping of the head, with the folk coming down with the blue jeans on, and just tearing the party up. You know what I'm saying? Like a house party. And Tony was like, "No, it's not. We ain't have no fried chicken. We ain't having this, that, and that." And then Birdman, what Tawana was saying, well, Birdman want to come in red. He wants you in red. I said, "Lord, ain't that the devil? Ain't that the devil? What in the world y'all gonna both be up there in red suits for? I cannot. A red dress and a red suit. Mm-mm. I can't even fathom that. That's horrible, horrible. Make sure somebody get the Birdman and slip him on either on a all black suit or all white suit. But don't let him come in there with no red suit on. Because they finna have a circus of a wedding, okay? Literally. And so Tony's like, no, no, no. I want my man here. He needs to come. He needs to taste this food along with me. I know my man. He's going to come. Honey, Tony called Birdman. Birdman said no. I got you, baby girl. But no, I don't want to taste no food, this, that, and third. And Mandy wife was like shocked, like her jaw just dropped. Like, this is the man you talking about you want to marry, that you think you know. Saying he gonna come, this, that, and third. Tony looked just like a complete idiot, a complete fool. And I was like, I didn't feel sorry for her, because you didn't take the hint that your sister had already threw you out a bone, saying no. Birdman's not gonna be interested in that kind of stuff. He's not interested in that kind of stuff. And she talking about, baby, can you do me one favor? Just one favor. Like, baby, no, he's not gonna do that favor. He's gonna run the relationship. You're gonna be doing what he asked you to do, or you not, because you ain't gonna tell him what to do. That's first and foremost. So I don't know what kind of relationship y'all got going on, because first and foremost, you should know, or you should have had that conversation before you had this taping of this lady saying, do he want to join? And you already asking for him, saying yes, he's going to, or committing him to something that you know he's not going to do. Okay. So I was like, Tony, you say you've known this guy for years. He's been around your family for years, but yet you don't know about this man's habits and what he will do for you and what he won't do for you. Which most men won't do it. They're not interested in it. That they're like, baby, that's you. Now we talking about the wine, the alcohol, the music. Yeah, please consort with me on that. But food, damn, I just told you I wanted chicken fried and I wanted macaroni and cheese. Okay, I told you those two things. What part did you not get right or understand? But like I said, I don't know. I've had my reservations, and y'all know how I feel about that. Then we have Tracy and Mommy Eb are looking at Tracy. They're in Tracy's kitchen, and then Tawanda and Trina comes in. They've arrived in Maryland for the little baby shower they're going to be subjecting themselves to. And Olivia and baby Kevin come in, and they get to see Olivia's stomach, and Tawanda sitting over there trying to touch it, and this, that, and the third. I'm like, get your hands off that girl's stomach. Ask somebody before you touch their stomach. My God, it's like somebody come touching your hair, and you're not expecting them to touch your hair. That's your that's an invasion of space. I'm privacy. I mean, could she walk up to you and touch your belly or touch your hair, and you'll be okay with it? Girl, I'm like, trying to get a life. Don't go up to people like that. Sometimes you get slapped that way. But anyway, that's what they showed us. They were happy to see her, this, that, and the third. Then we got Kevin Jr. and Olivia sit down. They want to talk with Tracy because Tracy's in her den. I don't know, resting room, however you want to call it. And she's just being to herself. They come in, try to have a conversation with her. Tracy talking about, when y'all getting out my house? Like, Tracy, let that dead horse go. You know they're going to be with you until they feel like they want to go. And then you and your husband and Olivia, if she have any parents, 'cause like I said, they're not being shown. Um, y'all gonna help them pay for something because they ain't got nothing. They don't have anything. They living on a dream, and y'all are their dream right now. So stop playing the fool. Stop faking the phone. You know what you're gonna do. Hell, your mama already told you that sure ain't going nowhere. They ain't got nowhere to go. Okay. Take care of them. They did to do what you told them not to do, but they did it anyway. So now you're taking care of them. Okay. For better or for worse. Then we have her doorbell rings or whatnot, and she excuses herself from the two kids because they're not talking about anything she really want to hear. And who's on the outside of the door is Tracy's manager, and I guess the manager to the manager. I don't know, but they're called Tommy and Cliff. Cliff is supposed to be Tracy's manager. I don't know. I guess Tommy is Cliff's assistant. I don't know how it goes, but both of them looked at trashy. Okay. I was like, throw them away because this big fat joker, and I'm fat too, but I just was mad at his whole demeanor. And why is Tracy fooling with this man as her manager? Okay. Girl, get you some females up in there. Cause they more aggressive and they more hungrier. And they ain't gonna be sitting up there with no damn shades on filming like they Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam running up in there. I'm like, man, if you want to take off them shades, because see, people that you can't see their eyes, because they say their eyes are the windows to the soul, you don't know if they lying to you or not. You don't know if they troublemakers or not. But anyway, this fat joker sitting up there walking in an all black suit, knowing it's hot outside. Really, man? But I guess he was supposed to calling himself conducting business. But the other man wasn't. He was in some, khakis or some nice dress pants and a shirt. He coming up there in a suit like he going to church or somewhere. I'm like, oh my goodness. But anyway, he goes in to tell Tracy he ain't got no good news for her. What's going on with this mess? He's been talking to Tony's camp, Tamar's camp, and it seems like they got a lot of he say, she say stuff going on. And I need you to get it straight. I'm like, well, for one, I pay you, don't I pay you a salary? You ain't coming up in my house telling me no bad news. You need to figure out what it is, get it done, and then get back to me. And if it's something I feel I need to get myself or insert myself into, then I will. But then I'm going to be questioning after I have to go through all this on my own and I'm paying you. Why do I need you? I need to have a conversation with my mind and my pocketbook and see if I really need to retain your services anymore. Okay, that's how I would have been with Cliff. But Cliff, dropped all this negative energy saying, Tamar, your sister, I believe she's the one, saying things like they don't want you on the concert tour. I don't know what's going on. I think you need to call her. You know, I was like, fire him, fire him, fire him. Okay, he is no good. Just like Tamar need to fire Vince, fire Vince, fire Vince, and go get y'all some women and let them women work for y'all. Cause women know the struggle. They know what they know they need to be, and they're gonna make you look good so you can keep paying them their royalties. You see what I'm saying? They fees that they need to be charged. Cause that man, I was just so disappointed. He's talking about, no, you ain't did your job, bro. You haven't done your job. Now get out on that pavement and do your job. But Cliff makes or insists Tracy call and talk to Tamar. And she does it do diligently. She calls and try to figure out what's going on and try to find out Tamar's part in the sabotage to keep her from going on tour, which that's all she's been looking forward to, as well as looking forward to seeing her grandchild come into the world. Okay. So she's getting all her feelings hurt. She's feeling kind of stank and all this, that, and the third. And it's just crazy. It's crazy. Um, I said she need to retire, Cliff, her manager, and just get rid of him. Because like I said, his whole demeanor, or even coming in now, sitting talking to her with shades on, it was stupid. I'm like, black people, get it together. Get it together. You're not the main person in the storyline. You're not the one. You're the helper, okay? So if anybody need to put on some glasses or some shade blockers, hater blockers, it's Tracy. Because I'd be like, let me borrow them shades so I can look at you. Because right now you talking stupidness to me. For one, you're not going to come up here and talk about my sister is the main reason. You're not going to put her in this unless you have some concrete evidence that I can throw in her face. And I know for a fact, yeah, she could have said something like that. You're not going to do that. We're not going to have this kind of discord. But like I said, she fell for the old okie doke. She called Tamar. Tamar was like, giving her spiel on it. She said, well, I don't know. Because I told them if this doesn't happen, that don't happen, I don't want to be a part of the tour anyway. So I guess I'm not a part of the tour. Then Tracy had, insinuated something else to the fact that could she have said something that they didn't want Tracy to be on, the tour. And that's when Tamar went left. And so rightfully, I would have went left on Tracy too. I would say, I don't know what your manners are talking about, this, that, and third. Go find out your own evidence. But, Tamar quickly cussed her out, got her together, and hung up on her. And then Tracy's sitting there feeling some kind of way. And she's trying to throw all her family up under the bus, talking about if her family feel this way about her, she don't know if she want to be a part of the family no more. I'm like, girl, ain't about said your family is all of them individually. Okay, get mad at Tony. Okay, call Tony. Tony's camp is the one that's putting the tour together, making all these boss moves and stuff of that nature. If you don't want to call Tony's people, meaning him, he'll be fired. Okay, because wouldn't even put Tony in it at this point. No, we need to talk to the movers and shakers that got Tony connected to her own tour. Okay, because she couldn't tour unless these people were backing her up and we're going to advertise. You know what I'm saying? So he wouldn't have a job after he came in and told me that mess. That's just me. I'd have found another agent and we would have been like that. But anyway, we're going to move on from that tired storyline. So we got the families all getting together for Kevin's baby shower. Tracy comes. And she even looks sick and tired and disgusted as she comes to the venue where she's having the baby shower for her son and his girlfriend. And she's it just seems like the atmosphere is all off. She wants to talk to her sisters about it, but she's just saying, no, I want this special day to be for them. And it seemed like it was kind of cold and rainy, so they didn't have a really good turnout because you can count the people on both your hands that probably were there. And you probably can count on one hand if it wasn't the Braxtons of who we normally would see on the show. Where was Kevin and Olivia's friends? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and where was Olivia's mother, father, sister, brother, cousins? I'm sure somebody on her side wanted to be seen. Okay, not heard, but seen. So, like I said, I don't know the whole dynamics. It seemed kind of weird to me. and it seemed like the room should have been filled to capacity. Just like when they had Evelyn's birthday party and all her friends were there, the room was filled, but it wasn't filled. And even when they took the pictures, it was like, something's wrong here. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It was a very boring scene. Um, because Cliff called himself, same man that's messing up Tracy, had called himself introducing their mama to some archbishop. Forgot the man's name because he looked too old to be trying to date anybody. Like he had one foot in the grave and one foot on this earth. I was right there with Mama L ex-husband Michael, and he said I need to go over there and put them two together because bro man look like he don't know what he doing. I need to go get him some of my moves. I said, nah, Michael, what you need to do is go sit yourself down at one of them tables and have a plate of food and just watch the situation, okay? Because right now you're married. You don't need to be trying to play up to Miss L anyway, okay? But the kids just go and be bothering them when they're trying to have a light conversation and possibly exchange them numbers, you know what I'm saying? And see each other on, personal time when they're not being filmed. And, Tracy was, in there bothering them while they was having their little conversation. And Trina came, then Tawanda came. Um, and Tamar nor Tony came to the shower. Tamar had no issue. She should have came because she came to Tony's wedding planner event. What do you call it? Invitation. She was there for that. But it seemed like everything Tracy has, don't nobody come to. Probably don't really come to Trina's stuff either because it always be Trina. It would always be those three pack. They always try to support each other real well. But it seems like when it comes to Tony or Tamar, they're going to support each other. But they're not going to support the other sisters' events. So that's really tied and through and delayed. So I was like, that's really a hot mess. And I can't even see Mama L with this Archbishop. I don't like him. Just something about his whole aura. And then hot dog at Michael Senior, which is their father, came over there talking about I can loan you some money. I'll give you some money so you can take her out to somewhere nice and stuff. And he was just flipping money in front of the man's face. I said, you see that? Now see, Michael, you just disrespected that man. You just couldn't play him from the left, and be away from him while you're talking about it. You had to go diss this man in front of his face. That shows you still like Miss A. But Miss A ain't giving you no time, no play, and no shine. Then the Archbishop said, well, honey, I got a black card, so I think I can take care of all that. And everybody like, a black card? Oh, a black American special? Oh, my God. I was like, they ain't nothing but plastic, and he got to pay the bill. So I'm with Michael to give me cold hard cash. Okay, give me cold hard cash. I don't want no credit card floating around here. I want to pay my bill and be gone. I don't even waiting in no 30 days to pay it. Shit. But anyway, that's how he tried to get back at Michael Sr. That was fun too. I was like, all right, he gotta go. I mean, he gotta go. He got a black card. Okay, all right. So she, like liking that situation. Um, then we have a situation where they try to wind up the baby shower. Tracy comes in with some kind of stroller she been looking for, which looked like an old time stroller to me back in the day. But it is what it is. I don't know. She says it's the cream of the crop strollers. I beg to differ, but that's just my opinion. So and that's about it, y'all, because it shows us 1 month later that Kevin's daughter, Kevin's girlfriend actually delivers the baby boy. He's very bright. He takes out the mother with her lightness, and everybody's happy and this, that, and third. The baby comes in the world, refreshed and clean and looking to start his life in this world of ours. And it was a very good scene. But like I said, my heart went out to Tracy on both episodes because it seems like she the black sheep of the family or something. And she's searching to be this musician or artist, music artist. from way back when. Now, Tracy is not the strongest of the vocalists of the family. And she's definitely not the worst either, but she to me is like a doo-wop. She's a background singer. She's not somebody that can hold their own and entertain you. You know, they had that entertainment presence that you would want to see them just perform and perform and perform, you know. And I think Tracy may have to have some counseling about that. That time really has passed her by. And maybe that's not something she should have been thinking to do for her career choice. And I don't know. She's funny as hell to me when she's on the show, but just to be an entertainer, I just don't feel it. I don't get it for her. She definitely can continue to strive, but she definitely needs to not do it with her family. You know, if you want to do it, then you need to find someone that's in the business deep and that's hungry. You need to get rid of your manager because he's not good. No, because I could have solved that mystery myself. I would have just went to Tony's team and found out all I needed to know, and what was not said would have been said. You know what I'm saying? Because you can kind of read between the lines when somebody's trying to brush you off or they have issues about a certain thing. Because it was leaking in the media, and they were dropping hints to the people who was there to listen. Let them hear type of situation where in social media, through Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, people were saying things like first Tracy got kicked off the tour because of Tamar. Then before it was over with, Tamar was off the tour. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what's going on? It definitely is not Tony that's calling the shots on kicking her sisters out. No, it's the powers that be. It's the elite. It's the people that have the money to produce a show, who have to market the show, who has to put the budget in and pay the people for entertaining in the show. Then you have to pay your artists like Tony, and then you have to find other artists that don't have a lot of negativity around them. And it's just a business move for, the big machine to roll and recoup their money back and then some. They really felt that it was just too much negative press going around about Tamar and Vince. Of course, they're back and forth, fighting. And Tracy, always wanting to, search for the truth of things. And they just felt the two sisters, Tracy and Tamar, were going to get into it. And it was going to be an issue between them, and that's going to cause more chaos. And they didn't need nobody to drop out of no shows once they on the road. And that's probably what they first saw that was going to come to pass. And, Tamar still want to get paid, and Tracy gonna be wanting to get paid, but then they can't go forward because we need to hit these 50 states, and we can only get y'all through 4 of them because you refuse to go on stage because of this, that, and third, or Tracy's getting too much of this, or she getting on your nerves and you can't perform. So I can definitely see the impact that it could have definitely went to. And you don't want to foresee those type of negative transactions happening on a tour that needs to be paid for because all the stuff has been prepaid. You see what I'm saying? So Tony should have really kept her mouth closed, found some other artists, and then just sneak them in as a surprise to whatever city or state you were in at that time because we wouldn't have been expecting it. You see what I'm saying? It would just been a little bit more for why I paid this price of a ticket, you know, to come see you because Tony was the major headliner of the show, and she was just giving her sisters some shine. But to take all that away from Tracy, that was just a hot mess to begin with. I mean, do we know Tracy of past record sales or albums being put out that people love? No. On a scale of 1 to 10, I had to give her a 4. I'm just giving it to the 4 because without giving her a 0, because I like her on. I'm biased because I like her on the Braxton Family Values. But Tamar, she has cut out some albums, some songs. She's been on her own set of tours, and she's definitely been out more so in the singing arena and booking venues more so than Tracy. So I can see why they would want to keep Tamar on and not have Tracy apart. But it's a sad view to watch how they constantly keep tearing Tracy down. I just think Tracy needs to use this venue that she's on, the Braxton Family Value, get her duckies up, and then pretty much just leave hell. Just go do something else, do something else that you're passionate about. But if you're still passionate about the music industry and you think you can give a lot or contribute a lot, then you need to get your own team away from Tony and this, that. Let have them come see you or get your own reality